So Derek, what can we expect from this week's lessons?
This week in the course, we're going to start exploring a few core learning principles that really are at play in any kind of teaching context. So as a mathematician, I tend to think of these core principles in the following way. So I relate them to Euclid's Elements. This is a classic Greek geometry text written by the Greek mathematician Euclid. And in this text, what he does is he starts with five axioms that he accepts as true. Things like you can always draw a straight line between any 2 points, or every right angle is congruent, right? So some kind of basic things he accepts as true. And then he goes on and he derives essentially all the classical theorems in geometry one at a time, all kind of related back to these original 5 axioms. And so it's not a perfect analogy, but in a similar way, when I think about working with faculty or graduate students as they approach their own teaching, the context that they teach in matters a lot, right? What's the course? What are the goals? Who are the students? Who are they as a teacher? Even what does the physical classroom look like? But if we can apply those core learning principles and figure out how they apply in particular teaching contexts, then we can be more confident that we're teaching effectively. And so this week, we're going to start to dive into some of these core learning principles. I've got some assistants doing this. I'm taking the lead on this module, but I'm working with Michele DiPietro. He is the executive director of the Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning at Kennesaw State University in Georgia. He's also the co-author of a book called How Learning Works, which is a really nice summary of a lot of results from educational psychology and how they apply to college and university teaching. So Michele and I will be kind of working through these core principles. We'll start this week with 2 of them. One is that students' prior knowledge and experiences matter in how they make sense of new information. And the other is that how students organize their knowledge, how they draw connections between ideas, also matters, particularly in the development of problem-solving skills and other forms of expertise.
In the spirit of prior knowledge and experience, it may be helpful for you throughout this course to reflect on your own experience as a learner, and in order to reconcile those experiences with what the research tells us about how learning actually works.
So join us this week as we start exploring these core principles, and we look forward to learning with you.